Let me tell you a story. Now, this story takes place back whenever I was in college, and at the time, I had been dating this girl who I had met off of Tinder for about a full year at this point. And keep in mind that this girl was kind of like my first real relationship, kind of like the first girl that I lost my virginity to, the first girl that I actually dated seriously. And just for context, this girl was not very well liked by any of my friends or my twin brother. They all just thought she was not that high quality. She was kind of like a party bar rat girl. They did not approve of this girl. And this time in particular, I had made plans with some buddies to go out to the bar. I think there was some special event at this bar, so we had all made plans to go out and have a good time. And obviously, given the fact that none of my buddies or my brother liked my girlfriend, I told her not to come. So I texted her, I said, hey, we're going to the bar. If you could, try and do something else tonight because none of my friends really like you that much. So if you could, just do something else. I know now, obviously not a very healthy relationship, but she agrees. So as you can tell, this was not a very healthy relationship at this point. But anyway, she agrees. She says, hey, I'm gonna go with, we'll call her Jane. We'll go see a movie. Me and Jane will go see a movie tonight. You go to the bar and have fun. I say, great. And so I go to the bar with my buddies. We're waiting in line. And in this line, I can kind of see into the bar. And while I'm looking into the bar, I see my girlfriend's friend, Jane, walk by. I'm thinking to myself, wow, what a coincidence. Not only is my girlfriend's friend not at the movies with my girlfriend, she's at the exact bar that I'm going to with my buddies that I told my girlfriend not to go to. I think that's interesting. Hopefully my girlfriend's not with her. We'll see. So I finally get into the bar and I look to my left, and not only do I see Jane, but I also see my girlfriend. And at this point, they are completely surrounded by at least 10 dudes that I have never met before. And these dudes are having a great time. They're grabbing all over my girlfriend and they're flirting and talking. They're having a blast. But I think to myself, hey, I'm not here to have any drama or to see my girlfriend. I'm here to have a good time with my friends. And so that's what I do. I just walk in, I give them no attention at all. And me and my buddies, we walk into the bar, we just start doing what degenerates do in the bar. We start drinking and BSing around and cracking jokes and talking about random stuff and playing pool. And 10 minutes later, my girlfriend walks up to all of us and she starts to ask me a bunch of questions about why I haven't even tried to talk to her. I'm just ignoring her. What's wrong with me? Blah, 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 blah. She looks at my brother and starts to ask him, why don't you like me? Like I've never done anything to you. What's your problem, basically? And my brother's like, hey, leave, please. And I just, as politely as I can, tell her, hey, we're not here to argue or to have a bunch of drama. We're here to have a good time. I told you not to come. So please just go over, have a good time with your girlfriend. Leave us alone, please. And she does. She just walks away. And as you can probably gather from the fact of me making this video, the story does not end there. It's just beginning. So fast forward another hour. Me and my buddies have been drinking. We've been playing pool. We've been having a good time. One of my buddies, I'll call him Joe, walks up to me. He says, hey, dude, I'm going to go get a beer. Do you want one? I say, of course. I'm a total degenerate. Get me a beer, dude. Absolutely. So I follow him to the bar. He orders the beer. We're BSing, talking back and forth. And a girl from one of my statistics classes walks up to me. She starts just asking me random questions about the class and chit-chatting, basically like flirting with me, even though she's just asking stupid questions just to talk to me. And as we're talking, I feel a tap on my left shoulder. And I look down and it's my girlfriend. And within the millisecond of me looking down to acknowledge her, she slaps me in the face. Like no joke, in front of the entire bar, like slaps me square across the face and proceeds to just run off. And I turn and I look at all of my buddies who are dying laughing at this point. And all of them are laughing. They're like recreating the slap with each other, like pretend slapping each other in the face. They're all dying laughing. The bar has all witnessed this event. Everybody saw me get slapped in the face, so it's pretty quiet in there. And I walk up to all my buddies and I'm laughing. I'm like, dude, that girl's crazy. What's wrong with her? Why is she here, right? And she proceeds to run back up to me and start to try and explain herself and say she's sorry and she didn't mean to do it and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, I told you not to come. I told you to leave us alone. And you just slapped me in the face. Please leave, like, get out of here. She sees behind me that my brother is still like pretend slapping one of my buddies in the face. And she looks at him and she proceeds to slap my brother in the face as well. At this point, I've been slapped in the face. My twin brother has also been slapped in the face. The entire bar is completely silent and everybody's looking at us. I guess my girlfriend couldn't handle the pressure of that situation that she's created, so she just like runs out of the bar. End up having a great night with my friends for the rest of the night, and shortly after that, we ended up breaking up. But the reason that I tell you that story is to give you a clear picture of what you don't want. You do not want to date a girl who A, wants to go out to the bars and loves partying, B, who gets super insecure the second that you interact with another girl, or C, the girl who's just on dating apps looking for attention and validation from other men. You don't want any of that, right? Especially if she's gonna slap you in the face in front of hundreds of people in a bar. But before I tell you the 3 green flags that you need to look out for in your next girlfriend or wife, I want you to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. So as I was saying, there are 3 green flags that you need to look out for in the next girl that you date. So in no particular order, this is what you do want. Number 1, you want a girl who's pure, right? You want a girl who has not had like a big, long past of sleeping around and drinking and partying and being on the dating apps and going out with a bunch of dudes. You want a girl who is pure. Number 2, which is probably the most important thing that you need to look for, is she has to be a follower of Christ. She has to have like a solid foundation that's built upon like God's word. She has to have a relationship with Jesus. She has to be pursuing Christ in the same way that you are. The 3rd green flag that you want to look for is for her to have a great relationship with her father. And the reason why this is so important is because her dad is the first man that she's ever had a relationship with. So it's crucial that she had a great relationship with her dad, that there was love, that there was intimacy within that relationship, that he was there for her, that he led her properly, he raised her well, she has strong beliefs in what it means to be a woman, how to raise a family, but most importantly, that there wasn't any like past trauma or any issues with her relationship with her dad, because that relationship with her father is going to dictate how she treats you. Like if her dad was always distant from her and never gave her the time of day or wasn't around whenever she needed him the most, that's how she's going to treat you. You don't want to be trying to repair that relationship and trying to be her dad for her. So on your next first date, you should be asking her questions that revolve around these 3 green flags. And if you ask enough questions and if you get good enough at knowing what you're looking for, you're going to be able to leave that first date in a position of fully understanding who this person is and whether or not it's worth it for you to pursue a second date or 3rd date or like a relationship with her. And obviously, if on your next date, this girl has a great relationship with her dad, she's on fire for Jesus, and she doesn't have a bunch of red flags in her past, and she's not like a degenerate like maybe you used to be, then you better put a ring on her finger because she's a keeper. I really hope that this video helps you. I made a ton of mistakes in my dating life, especially before I found Jesus and became a non-screw-off. So if you guys want me to make more videos about this, make sure to drop a comment down below. Always, like, I'm an open book. I'll tell you all the things that I've screwed up on in the past and how you can learn from it. Also, I did create a free Christian Discord. So if you're looking for a community of like-minded guys who are trying to push themselves in their faith, in their fitness, in their relationships with other people, make sure to join our Discord community. Click the top link in the description. Thank you once again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.